up, everybody? It's your boy, Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns. Happy Thursday afternoon. Hopefully, depending on where you are in the world, you are staying cool because where I currently am, it's about 90 degrees or whatever it is. Hot as anything. Hopefully, you're staying cool inside watching this stream and having a nice drink or something. But today's stream, another wrestling one, and I said we because I have a guest that I will introduce in one moment here. We are going to be doing a WWE versus AEW stream. Now, the rules to this are there are 16 matches, AEW versus WWE in every match. They have to be current, and it's a 2-night thing, so we're going to break it down per night, per match. And yeah, like I said, joining me today, he's been on the channel at least a handful of times. And this will probably be his last one. I'm just kidding. Please welcome back from the Wrestling Retrospective, Leo.
I don't know why I come on this guy's stream. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, nice to see you. Yes, good to be on as usual.
Anyway, yeah. But like I said, we wanted to do this before All In, and we're about a month out from All In.
No.
And I think this is a good time to do it. I mean, I wanted to let it get closer, but also a lot to tackle
Somebody
in the
wanted
month of
a month
July
off.
on my end. Yeah, a lot to tackle in July on my end. So we settled for this day. I worked during the day, so it all worked out, you know?
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, AEW versus WWE. We'll call it WWW. Yeah, WWW. That's never been done before. Yeah, WWW. See, get it, because it's the first two W's of WWE.
Yeah.
And then AEW, the last W.
Yeah.
No, nothing? Okay, whatever.
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
What is your first match on night one?
So it's hard to put all these kind of in an order because for me, these are like mega matches no matter where you put. Well, something's got to go on first.
Hmm.
And I'm going to put on first Inosuke Takeshita versus Sheamus.
Okay, two guys that did not make my card.
Quite the hard-hitting affair, if you will.
I could see that starting off. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I like where your head's at with that one. I'm kicking it off with what I think would be an absolute banger of a match. No pun intended. I know he just said Sheamus. Sheamus has nothing to do with this. I have tag team action. I have the New Day going against the executive vice presidents of AEW, the Young Bucks.
So, the WWE tag team versus the AEW tag team.
I think it's a match that everyone would want to see.
Yep.
I feel like it would be great. And yeah, and maybe you could have Big E managing New Day, doing something, or on commentary. Yeah. Or Big E managing the Bucks. Well, I mean,
yeah. No, I have tag team. I have two tag team matches, one for each night. The New Day didn't make my card either.
I had to go.
No, yeah. I've never liked the New Day, so I've gone with the tag teams I prefer.
You know what I really thought about doing, and this would have been a real cheap way to do this. Young Bucks versus Lucha Bros.
He's gonna say the thing that I'm gonna do. Yeah, kind of.
So, because Lucha Bros are both WWE now, so technically I could have done it. But I felt like that was a cheap thing. So,
yeah.
Is that the only tag team match I have on my card? I think it is.
I think it was a case of trying to
avoid
the obvious.
Yeah.
So I avoided Mox versus Reigns as much as I could.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Did Roman Reigns make my card? I don't remember. He had to have. Maybe he didn't.
Wow.
No, we'll get to there.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay. Moxley didn't make my card either, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you don't like Moxley, which is fair enough.
Exactly. All right. What is your second match on night one?
Well, I will follow you with a tag team match. And I will go with the Street Profits versus the Hurt Syndicate.
A little cheap because
it's
they were both in WWE.
It's Bobby's groups, and it.
But I get it. Okay. I see what you're doing there. I do see what you're doing there. Okay. All right. for my second match, this match only became eligible for this stream very recently,
Mariah May.
about 9 days ago. Yeah, so we have Mariah May going against DMD, Britt Baker.
Well, you could be seeing that in WWE very soon.
That's what I'm saying. Britt Baker will
If report-
probably go to WWE when she's done. But for this stream, all purposes, she is eligible.
Yeah.
So
No, true. Fair enough.
my girl Mariah May rocked up on NXT about 9 days ago. I almost said AEW, and she got put through a table on Tuesday. So that's fun.
Yes. As Blake Monroe.
Yeah, she got put through the table so hard that she came back as Blake Monroe.
Yeah,
crazy.
that is what CTE does to somebody.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, hey, look at Chris Benoit.
I'm gonna say, look at Chris and then look at Mariah.
Yeah, never mind. Your third match.
So I've decided to do a bit of a WWE trope with each of my nights and do a 5-on-5 elimination style tag team match.
Oh God!
But I thought, why not? Traditional Survivor Series. So I have for the women's side on night 1, I have Tiffany Stratton, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer, and Jade Cargill facing off against Jamie Hayter, Hikaru Shida, Megan Bain, Willow Nightingale, and Britt Baker.
Okay. So I tried to get mostly singles matches here. I did do one tag match. I did do one tag match. I had to do. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had to do it, you know?
To be fair, when I did my WWE versus AEW video last year, I did it to the style of Survivor Series, so I just stuck with that.
You just so you could get everyone on the card. All right.
I'm a people pleaser. What can I say?
All right. So to honor the man that I only mentioned a few minutes ago, Big E, we got big, meaty men slapping,
breaking their necks. Oh, right.
Oh, well, he did do that. So we have the Ring General Gunther going against Powerhouse Will Hobbs.
Fair. That's a pretty big match for Hobbs.
Tell me that match wouldn't be fantastic. I mean, Gunther would go over, of course.
Of course.
Yeah, and then Goldberg would go over on Gunther. Spoiler alert. I'm just gonna say this. It might happen. I'm not ruling it out.
It might happen in a way of they're both in the match.
What?
Gunther losing to Mr. Berg.
I'm just saying they could have done this match.
I'm preparing for the worst.
They could have done this match 1-on-1 without the world title. I'm just saying.
Yes, but Goldberg didn't want to do that.
Yeah, but that's
it's no one else to say but his.
That's why Goldberg might win it.
Yes, but he might just, combust in the ring, hopefully.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's always that. He'll get gassed after like 5 minutes, if that.
Yep.
All righty. The fourth match on day 1 for your card.
Jon Moxley versus Drew McIntyre.
Jon Moxley versus who? You winning it out?
Drew McIntyre.
Okay, I thought so. Oh, so we got a little Drew McIntyre versus Dean Ambrose. Okay.
It's just one guy who's angry all the time versus the other guy that's angry all the time. Just let them go.
They both
are just so angry.
They're both very angry for whatever reason. I don't know. Moxley's a world champion and he's still irate.
Yep.
I don't know why.
He's so angry he doesn't want to see his own reflection in the belt, which is why it's in a briefcase.
All right, my fourth matchup for night 1. One could say this move started the downfall of AEW. We have a buckshot lariat versus a buckshot lariat. We have Adam Page going against Logan Paul. I'm just saying, Nick Jackson executed a perfect buckshot lariat, and the next thing I know, CM Punk was throwing hands. Just saying. I'm just saying. Just saying. It was Punk.
It was an interesting time.
In the words of Michael Jordan, Punk took that personally.
He did.
No. Oh, and also Logan Paul versus Adam Page would be a fantastic match.
Yeah, it really would. As much as like we would hate to say it about Logan, it really would.
Yeah, I mean,
It's so
listen,
annoying.
you can hate Logan Paul if you want, but
Yeah,
when it comes to in-ring work, you
he's
gotta
very
give him
good.
credit. You gotta give him credit.
He is the perfect way to describe him. He is annoyingly good.
Yeah, you can hate him all you want. There's no
Yep.
problem with that. But you gotta give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely.
All right, your fifth match on night one.
Kazuchika Okada versus Ilya Dragunov.
Two dudes that did not make my card. Okay.
I think of everybody, you see. But I just think as a
Okada,
wrestling match, Dave Meltzer would see that match and he would combust.
he would die. He would
die.
literally die. Yeah.
He would die, come back to life, and die again. Seeing that match.
I mean, that would be a hard-hitting match. I'd enjoy that for
God,
sure.
It was so good. My original was Gunther versus Okada. But I changed it to Ilya just because I found a bigger match for Gunther.
Gunther Goldberg.
No.
Got it. No, not Gunther Goldberg.
Okay. I dare you to put Goldberg on your card now that he's like back and technically on the current roster.
I mean, I could have done it. I really could have. Goldberg versus Darby Allin. Could you imagine that? My God.
He would kill him. He'd one spear. He would kill him so bad. Why does he do these things?
What is that from again? Oh, Patrick Star from SpongeBob. I think he's going for that at least. When Patrick gets hit in the head by like the wrench, and SpongeBob asks him a question, and Patrick just goes, "Finland," and that's when you're like, that's when you're like, "Oh no, he's gone. He's lost.
Yeah,
he's beyond gone." All right, so day one, match 5. Mine's in all crazy order.
Yeah,
speaking of the man I just mentioned a few minutes ago, with the buckshot lariat, he threw hands at Nick Jackson for perfecting a perfect buckshot lariat. And truthfully, I can't remember the last time we saw this match. I looked it up, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. We thought we were going to get it in AEW, but then Punk decided to do other things, so never happened. We have what does his first letter start with? First name letter.
Oh.
No.
No, okay. That's fine.
No? We have CM Punk going against Adam Cole, baby!
Did they sell that match?
No, but I did think we were going to get it eventually.
Oh, okay. No, fair enough. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they haven't met, yeah.
No, yeah, I thought we were going to get it eventually.
I thought you were saying they set up for this match. And I was like, okay. So I thought you were going to say Ricky. And I was like, well, that doesn't make any sense because they're both in WWE.
And didn't that match happen in AEW?
No. Danielson had to take the place of Punk because he got fired. Remember, Ricky and Danielson had a strap match all out.
Didn't Starks pin him to win the...
Yes, but they were supposed to continue with that feud.
The match did happen,
though. Yes, they had a match, but the match they were supposed to have, the big one,
yeah, because I was
didn't happen.
Sure that match happened.
Next, he rolled him up.
I remember that. Ryan says, I like the look of the new layout. For me or Leo?
And my new layout, the one I've had for multiple videos now.
Or StreamYard.
You said you've watched.
Or StreamYard, I don't know.
Maybe.
All right, so CM Punk versus Adam Cole, baby. One of the nicest guys on the planet.
Apparently so.
No, I watched that man jump into Billy Gunn's arms, and Billy Gunn just like didn't even like budge, or he just like put his one arm out and like.
That's because he's tiny.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Billy Gunn is a massive human being. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, sure.
All right, your sixth match for day one, night one.
Sixth.
Yeah, wasn't that my?
I have 2 matches left.
Didn't we agree 16?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 8 would be 16 would be 8 per night.
Yeah.
So where
You're,
have I gone wrong?
you're on match 6, right?
Maybe.
I just did Cole versus Punk.
Oh no, yeah, I've got it. I figured it out. I know where I've gone wrong. That's fine.
So I was like, hey,
Yeah, no, I thought I'd said a match already, but I hadn't. Okay, so
okay,
I have a
go for
fatal
it.
four-way match.
Okay,
I have Chris Statlander versus Rhea
okay.
Ripley
Oh God.
versus Athena
Okay.
versus Bianca Belair.
All pretty strong women. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I thought
So
I thought it was going to be some crazy thing, and then you got to Athena, and I'm like, okay.
Athena's so underutilized to say that she's been women's champion for like 3 years. It's insane.
Is she still Ring of Honor champion?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
Is she even on AEW TV?
No, she's on Ring of Honor TV. I don't understand what Tony's doing.
Nobody watches that, so.
But they have a pay-per-view all-in weekend. So I assume she'll probably defend it then.
Oh, yeah, they have it on Friday
They have
night
it on the Friday.
Thursday night? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's Guard of Honor.
All right, so day 1, or night 1, I wrote day 1. Night 1, match 6. Where is it? Ah, there we go. I mentioned him earlier in the stream. Mr. Darby Allin. Going against.
I'm actually curious.
Shoosh.
Okay.
I feel like that would be a heck of a match. Darby just throwing himself around.
That's not the match I went for Darby Allin. I ventured more into Darby Allin territory than I did anything else.
So like Darby Allin's like gonna die. So pretty much.
Hopefully.
If he isn't already, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, yeah, it'd be a great match. Gable didn't make my card, but
yeah. So and also you could do Darby versus El Grande.
Yeah,
you know, those guys are two totally different people.
They really are.
Totally different people.
They are. They are two completely different people.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Yeah, there you go.
It's definitely Julius Creed.
Yeah, if Julius Creed can shave like a foot off of his height. Right, your second to last match for night 1.
So I have a very much Mr. AEW versus Mr. WWE match.
Whoa, Mr. Okay, there's a few different directions I can go for Mr. AEW. WWE. All right.
Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, okay. That's not who I was thinking, truthfully.
And Randy Orton.
Gotta be honest with you. I don't think Orton made the card.
No, if you're going to do a company versus company thing, Randy has to be on it for WWE, to be fair.
Well,
I know you forgot him, but...
Well, my next match is straight comedy versus comedy, and this probably took away a lot of people. But...
he did about a roll. He did what I did.
Just the... I mean, that is a great match. That could be a really good match. But just the second to last match, this is where you need the breather. You need to calm down, maybe go hit the bathroom, get a soda. We have, who I thought you were going to say is Mr. AEW, Orange Cassidy.
Okay.
Versus R-Truth.
Oh, I'd hate to see that match.
I mean, could you imagine just R-Truth losing his mind when Cassidy puts his hands in his pockets?
No, I can see the appeal. I have something better for Darby, for Orange on mine.
I mean, I couldn't. I was like,
fair.
Funny. You need some comedy on this show.
Unseriously good.
R-Truth is somewhat serious now. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got for that. All right, your main event for night 1. So far, we have not said the same match, so this is good.
True. But my main event could main event WrestleMania if it wanted to.
Okay.
As I have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus William Ospreay. And what will be an incredible match. I'm close on that. It was so close.
We were this close.
Did you have the idea of Styles versus Ospreay.
No, but my night one main event is AJ Styles.
Oh, okay.
Ospreay did make the card. We will get to
As he
that.
should do.
We will get to that. My night one main event, the phenomenal one, Alan Jackman Styles. I believe that's his government name. Look it up. It's not his government name.
It's not his government name.
Versus Kenny Omega.
Oh, fair. That's very funny for someone. Yeah. Very funny for someone who's never watched New Japan.
Well, I mean, Omega's like one of the top guys
I
in
get
AEW.
it. Yeah.
And he
I totally get it now.
Listen, Kenny Omega.
He used to be so good.
He seems like an upstanding dude in real life. And really what happened to him was terrible because it's kind of it wasn't his doing. It was Mother Nature, I guess, taking its course.
Yeah.
And it just, and I mean, granted, I'm like, he was almost dead, like legitimately. I'm happy he's still alive. I'm happy he's healthy, at least somewhat. But he just can't go like he used to. And I'm not blaming him.
No.
That would probably take a lot of people out, you know. And
they took Brock out.
Unfortunate. Yeah, exactly.
It took Brock out of UFC.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. So. Like I saw the Fatal 4-Way and I'm like, listen, he's still good.
No.
Still good. He just can't do what he used to, and that's tragic, honestly. But like, he still deserves a place on the card. Like I said, he seems
absolutely. Well, like
seems like a good dude, you know.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've talked about this, and when we got the first tease of Omega versus Okada, which I believe was at Revolution, when Okada came out after the match.
Or was that Dynasty?
It was one of the two. And when they hinted at it, I went, Kenny's not ready.
Yeah. And
it's all the fans have to realize that this match is not going to be what it was.
Yeah, it's sad. It really is.
Oh yeah, I would have loved to have seen. I say I would have loved to have seen Omega versus Okada. I literally can go watch it if I wanted to.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, go ahead.
But you see the highlights. You see what everyone says about it, and I'm sure it's like absolutely brilliant. It's just not going to be like that in a few weeks when we get it all in.
Ryan, I don't know. Why don't you ask him? You're in a group chat with him. Whatever. Yeah, and it also sucks to see a guy get taken out or taken down a few notches by something like that. It's not like that he got old. It's not like he, got injured. I mean, technically did get injured, but
it's not as if someone injured him or he did something stupid and got injured.
Yeah, it's like I said.
Kind of ironic though that Omega did hardly anything wrong and that happened, and yet Darby Allin's throwing himself around like it doesn't matter, and he's fine.
Darby Allin's climbing Mount Everest, literally. And
climbing down as we speak.
Well, climbing down, yeah. Or just running down, or skateboarding down, or
coffin dropping down.
Coffin dropping. I couldn't remember the name of the move, honestly. I was blanking. I'm like, what's the name of the move? I'm just going to say parachuting down. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah. And like I said, Omega, when he got the dog out of the way during the fight, I was like, all right, I know you hate dogs.
I hate dogs.
As a dog lover, once I found that out, I'm like, all right, Omega.
Larry, the ugly dog.
Like Omega, yeah, well, that's a different story. That is a different story. I will give you that. But Omega went out of his way to get the dog out of the way to get him to safety, and I'm like, all right, I respect that.
And then he held him up, and then the door just.
And then Omega got bit, not by the dog.
That was by AJ Lee.
I repeat, Omega got bit while holding a dog. It wasn't by the dog.
Fucking Ace Steel.
Ace Steel. Like that. When I read that,
what a crazy guy.
The eyes are crazy.
Oh yeah, you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, he's just like, ooh, he's out there.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Ryan messaged Zero for the link, so he'll probably won't do it. So we are halfway through the night for our show. So, would you like to kick us off with night 2, match
Well,
1?
I did start the night, but I would like to add a pre-show onto mine, so then you can start off the main show.
Oh god! All right, fine.
Where I have my Logan Paul match.
He's on the buy-in or the pre-show.
He's on the buy-in. But he's against. But the reason he's on the buy-in is because of who his opponent is, not because of who he is.
Okay.
As he will face off in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Look, he looks so confused. But when you've got Big Boom AJ, Kid Justice, and the Rizzler, you have to have the internet stars versus the internet stars of each company go at it on the show that is free to everybody on the internet. Hence why it's on the pre-show.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Where I thought that was going was not that.
That's right. Yeah.
I heard Big Boom AJ and I said, okay. I really thought you were gonna say Mr. Beast or something stupid.
Oh no.
Like
They're not on
YouTubers.
the current roster.
Well, you know, Mr. Beast could probably pay his way in there. He makes a lot of money.
He pays for his viewers.
Yeah, he makes a lot of money. I don't know if you knew that. Nobody asked him, but he makes.
Joe, you'll send Ryan off in the comments, and I can't be bothered.
That's fine. That gets more traction out of this. So like win-win.
Oh, that's true.
You know.
Yeah, true.
Chestnut checkers, my boy. All right,
but I do want to see Logan Paul do the table spot to the Rizzler.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Ryan said, boom. You know, truthfully, and I'll ask you too. Did you hear of that guy before AEW?
Nope.
Me neither. Had no idea. When they kept saying Big Boom AJ, I'm like, I don't know
who the fuck is
who that is. Like,
no. Well, that's TikTok for you, so.
Yeah, that's an app I'm not on. So, all right. So I'm starting off night 2.
Yes.
All right. So my first match of night 2. It's going to be a guy that doesn't like to go on. Well, actually, there's 2 guys on my card. They're pretty much, if I'm not last, put me on first so I can go home.
Brock Lesnar.
You're close. Wrong company.
Okay.
Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. MJF versus The Miz.
Okay.
The battle of the 3 letters with the first name M.
I completely understand where your head is at with that match.
Yep.
Completely.
Yep. And it's mainly for the promo battles, mainly. But, you know, and plus MJF's not going to want to hang around. And MJF's got to go to a hotel to get ambushed by a fan. You read that?
Yes, I did.
The guy came up to him all hostile.
I keep telling people a luchador would rather you shoot their mother than remove the mask.
I guess Tony Khan must have forced.
Didn't get the memo.
Mystico to do it, so
it's just.
I don't know.
Did you watch the matches last night with Volume?
Yes,
I know you were at work. Did you see the stuff with Atlantis Jr.?
He was getting booed every time he was.
He was getting booed every time he did a move.
Yeah, can you explain to me why? I wasn't.
I think it's because of. I mean, I don't know. They didn't really explain it on commentary, and I was half asleep at work. But I think it's because it was Atlantis Senior was also in the match. Okay. They clearly have some kind of issue with the whole passing of the torch thing before he's gone.
That's his legitimate father?
Yeah. Hence Atlantis Jr.
Well, Rey Mysterio Jr., Rey Mysterio Sr. is his uncle. So
I mean, I don't know the law, but clearly they have some kind of issue with the fact that Atlantis Jr. is doing Atlantis Jr. stuff. And yeah, that's the issue, I think. I think if I went back and watched it, Excalibur normally explains these things very well. but I said I was gone last night.
All right, here's my problem with that whole thing.
People listening to
What's
grow up.
what's wrong with a father and son wrestling together?
Oh, no, it was no. I think it's the case of the mask and the gimmick being
Oh,
passed
okay.
on before Atlantis is actually like done. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that or anything. I'm just that was my guess.
He won the Ring of Honor title recently, right? Like last
Yeah,
year.
but it wasn't. But it wasn't in Mexico, so it didn't matter.
Oh yeah. That's true.
So he got cheered
True,
because
true.
he's the babyface.
Hmm.
But he was getting
True.
like one of the biggest heat of the night. Like he was in the same match as the Don Callis family, and they were not booing as hard as they were for this guy.
Yeah, Don
And whenever
Callis
he got
is big
taken
compared to
out,
that guy.
they cheered. Like as soon as he got like taken out or anything, it was really fun. It was actually one of the more entertaining parts of the night.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, Ryan, good remembering me or reminding me. 297.
Oh my god, this guy! You think he does YouTube for a living?
Yeah, 294 more
sure?
subs. Yeah, I had to read it slow. Yeah, we hit 4K the other day, and now we're almost at 5K. So it's kind of crazy. Ryan put up a short that just blew up, and
Yep.
yeah. So I have
I tried to copy that short. It did not as well.
I'm suing you. Yeah. What was I gonna say? We do have a video coming out tonight, just at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna answer your questions.
Are they the same questions that were asked for the 3K one?
Some of them, yeah. And then we opened it up again, yeah. I got like 25 questions out of it, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah.
I need like 42 subs to get to 800.
Nice. Make that 40.
Get to a K before SummerSlam.
Make that 43. Ryan, unsubscribe for me. Thank you. We do that to him all the time, just so you know. All right, we've gone off the path here. MJF versus The Miz. What is your first match for night 2?
So MJF has to stick around. MJF has to stick around because he is my main event.
Okay.
But my very safe tag match for night 2 consists of the Usos versus the Lucha Bros versus FTR versus the Bucks.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, you can't do the Usos versus the Lucha Bros. But okay, two each. I like it. That match would be
2 fatal 4-way matches, 2 each for each thing.
That match would be fantastic. I'll give you that.
Yes.
I will give you that.
I didn't know how else to get the Usos on the card because I don't like Jey Uso.
Oh, yeah. You were very adamant about that when he lost the title.
Oh, thank God we don't have a meme world champion anymore.
Yeah, but then we have Jon Moxley, who just won't show us the belt. And John Cena is a world champion.
What a weird time.
It's better than Cody Rhodes. But anyway.
For people with 3D vision, I do apologize. You just have Bobby straight up in your face. Oh, like in his mouth.
Yeah, somebody checked my nose. Is there anything in there? Good. All right, my second match for night 2. Now, I'll be honest with you.
He's clutching already.
There's history here.
Oh, okay.
With the man's father and this person.
So it's Rey Mysterio or Christian Cage.
You got the first one. So it's Dominic Mysterio.
Yes.
Versus, I had to get this man on the card because I met him last year. He was tremendous. I met him this year. He was tremendous. I waited in his line for 2.5 hours. The Ocho, or the Nueve, whatever he is now. Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Jericho gets on my card, but later on.
Yeah, I had to get Jericho on the card somehow, one way or
I originally had written down Dom versus Christian. Because I thought that'd be really funny to have, but then other stuff kind of got in the way.
But also, Dom would side with Christian.
Yeah, but it's just that the interactions alone would be. I'd have like a backstage segment where Dom runs into Christian.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember what Dom said exactly, but Dom was like, "Yeah, my parents weren't there for my birth," and they were like, What do you mean your parents weren't there for your birth? He's like, I don't know. I came out and they just left. I'm like, what?
What a guy.
I'm like, that makes no sense.
Oh, I love it.
So
So funny.
All right, your second match on day 2, night 2.
So, very simple. World champion versus world champion.
Okay.
Tony Storm versus Io Sky.
Okay.
Now they did meet back in 2018 at the first Evolution in the Mae Young Classic final. But I feel like they are both two completely different monsters now, and the match would be incredible.
True. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
So what you said they met in the Mae Young Classic?
Yeah, they were the final of the second Mae Young Classic.
Wow, I did not know that. Okay.
And Tony Storm got the win.
Yeah, I did not.
Well, I recently watched Evolution, the first one, back for a video.
God, yeah.
Go and subscribe to check it out in a few weeks. Yeah, well, that was one of the matches, and it was one of the better matches on the card as well.
Yeah, as he said, go subscribe. I believe I put his link in the bio.
You didn't, but it's fine. I checked beforehand. It
No,
just
I
says go
definitely
subscribe. It just says go subscribe. The link isn't there.
I never finished it all. No, I did. I had
I'm
to.
pretty sure when I looked.
No, I definitely finished it off.
No, it's not. It just says go
It's-
subscribe.
It's there. It's definitely there.
No,
Because I had
and
it in my head.
It's right
do
in
it.
front of me.
I had it in my head.
I'm watching it on a burner account. No, you don't.
Why can't I watch my streams as they go live? That makes no sense.
This is why I have burner accounts. You
But,
don't.
like,
It's not there.
But like, I run the channel. Why can I not?
Do you run the channel though? Do you?
Yeah, well, sometimes.
When you have a guy
Sometimes-
like Ryan around, do you run
Sometimes
the
there's
channel?
an editor that just goes rogue, and yeah. Well, I meant to put it in there. As you can tell, I got halfway there by saying go subscribe. Go subscribe. Ryan, please put his link in the bio. His OnlyFans link. His own, whatever you want.
I don't do OnlyFans. I don't have that kind of confidence.
All right, so I'm up, right?
Yes.
What number are we on? I totally got sidetracked.
One,
Match 3.
2.
Right? No,
Yeah,
match
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where are we on here?
We are on
okay.
YouTube. Subscribe.
So, yeah, that too. So, there's a couple of unhinged foreigners in this match. They've been mentioned a few times.
Please don't
throughout
bring
this
the news
year.
into this.
Well, I mean, they are foreigners, and they're both unhinged.
Okay.
Ryan said, where is Fizz? That doesn't help with the
We
link,
need you to
Ryan.
post the link.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do it. I just made the
Or else, how else will nobody subscribe to me?
True. How else would I unsubscribe from him? Just to make sure. All right, so we've got William Julius Tyrone Osprey versus, what was that famous quote he hit?
Oh, no.
Oh, I prayed for this and it happened. Drew McIntyre. I feel like that match would be great.
England versus Scotland.
Yeah, and they're both just angry and unhinged and insane. So, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a great match, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I think the styles would clash very well.
Oh, like a clash at Paris, this match could happen at.
No, because neither of them are French. And French isn't in the UK.
It's made up of other whatever. Anyway,
That's.
your third match for night 2.
I have a no-holds-barred match.
Oh, we're doing stipulation.
I had 2 of my matches on night 2 have stipulations. So naturally, when I think of no holds barred, I think of Hulk Hogan. No, I mean, yeah, but no. Is it a movie? No. Darby Allin
Versus Hulk Hogan.
versus Jacob Fatu.
Oh my god.
Just for the sake of throwing Darby around everywhere.
He's going to launch Darby out of the upper deck into the ring. Darby's somehow going to survive.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. That would be great.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Everything
great.
I visualized when thinking about this match just seems absolutely insane.
Yeah, I can envision it, and it's just like,
Yeah, it's just awful.
like I can envision
Kids,
Darby.
kids, please look away now.
Yeah, like I can envision Darby just being like, "Hey, Jacob, just launch me into the crowd as far as you possibly can, and then we'll go from there."
Miss the crowd.
Yeah,
Go over the crowd.
yeah. There would be like 4 or 5 seats that are up getting like food and going to the bathroom. That's what Darby would land.
Darby's in the popcorn machine from the ring.
Yeah. And then we're like, "Where's Darby? Where's Darby?" "Oh, he's on the roof and he's jumping onto Jacob." Okay, God. Oh, dear God. All right.
If you thought Taking Mankind was bad, wait until we get Fatu versus Allen.
Yeah, that's going to be, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're at the halfway mark of night 2. Now, honestly, I threw this match together because they were the last 2, and I felt they both had to get on the card. But I also feel like this match would be fantastic. We have, hopefully, the future King of the Ring winner, Sami Zayn,
Hopefully.
going against Swerve when I drive and I swerve. Prince, no, I'm just kidding. Versus Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, I feel like we've both gone down the same line for Swerve here.
It would just be a fantastic match. Both are phenomenal workers. Both can cut a promo, and yeah, just simply put, that's why it is.
Yep, absolutely. So, no, because okay, I'll tell you my Swerve match then.
Okay.
Seth Rollins versus Swerve. Because again, it'd just be so good.
Fun fact, none of the Shield members made my card.
Yeah, fair enough.
I went in other directions, just couldn't. Would you say that's ridiculous?
Kind of.
Well, Roman's a part-timer. He barely shows up. Seth's doing Lord
around all the time, so.
And then John Moxley is probably out having a drink or something.
You hate John Moxley, so I get why he didn't make your card.
Yeah, I won't make the card.
That's why Charlotte Flair didn't make my card.
You know, that could be a stream of the future, a card of people we hate.
Oh, but then I'd be here for so long.
Well, we're gonna have to cut it to 8 matches again, 16 people. 50-man battle royal for Leo. This.
My pay-per-view is just one big kill to the death.
Yeah, I have Cody Rhodes versus John Moxley versus LA Knight versus Karrion Kross it's just done.
Yeah, fair.
That bomb. We're on match 5 now, right?
I believe so.
Night 2. Another big meaty men slapping meat. This name has been mentioned. From the Hurt Syndicate, we have big old Bob Lashley going against Braun Breaker. Spear versus spear.
One predominantly better than the other.
Well, of course, but it's still technically spear versus spear,
Yeah, it'd be a decent match, to be fair.
No, I feel like, Lashley's older now, sure, but I feel like they could still do some crazy things. Ryan, can you please put his YouTube link in the comment section? I would if I could, but I can't. Well, no, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't even access YouTube. Yeah, whatever. Ryan,
so my next
distracted
again. But yes, my next match, just like night 1, a 5-on-5 elimination tag team match. I have Team AEW being Orange Cassidy, Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Kyle Fletcher, and Chris Jericho. Taking on the team of WWE guys being Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Bron Breakker, CM Punk, and Cody Rhodes.
I was thinking you could do something really funny against like a Team AEW versus Team WWE. You got Aleister Black, Rusev,
yeah,
Cody,
just all the people that recently moved. Yeah,
Ethan Page, Ricky
Ricky
Starks,
Saints, yeah.
Mariah May, or Blake Monroe, whatever you want to call her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I originally had LA Knight down, but I kind of wanted to get Cody on the cards, so LA Knight got left off.
Fair, yeah. He didn't make my card either. Shocking. I know.
I'm surprised anyone made your card by the time how much you
No,
said
that's
that.
true. My sixth match of the night, the Battle of the Part-Timers. And yes, this man is still technically active. He's just having some legal battles right now. Hint, hint. We have Vincent Kennedy. No, we have Brock Lesnar going against Leo's true current modern day hero, Adam Copeland.
I hate that guy so much.
No, he loves him.
You understand Brock would kill him, right?
Well, yeah, but I think I looked it up. I think it's only happened like once, and I think it was like a house show or something. Or maybe it was in a tag team match. Yeah.
No, it was a. Do you know when they used to do back in the early 2000s? They did Resurrection and Rebellion.
Yeah.
It was one of those shows.
Okay, so but it hasn't happened, multiple times.
It hasn't happened since Edge became the star he became, and Rock came back.
So it's been 20 plus years for sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll take it. I wanted to get a fun match on there, and Edge would.
And you gave us that instead.
Edge would have to go over.
Yeah. Well, going from one shite match to one very good match, I have Gunther taking on Kenneth Omega.
Oh, so Gunther would have to carry the match.
Yes.
Tragic.
And then he can rip the diverticulitis out of Kenny Omega by chopping it completely out of him.
If only it were that easy.
Gunther would make it that easy. But yeah, I feel like, again, that'd be a great match.
What?
Of course, if you had pre-injury for Omega, it'd be an all-timer. But I think either way, it'd be good.
I was about to say, you think you can rip the diverticulitis out of him in 3 minutes?
I think Gunther can.
3 minutes, like he has time for Goldberg. Did you see that comment?
I did see that comment. I can spare 3 minutes. Is not an issue.
I'm like, you terrible.
It's good though. It means that we can actually. It means we can actually get a full match between adverts on Saturday Night's Main Event.
Well, I don't know if I want to go that far. And I am campaigning once again. I am Ryan. Can you please put Leo's YouTube link in the comments?
It's just not happening. It's just not going to happen.
I think he's here. I mean, Leo, if you want to comment it, I'll put it up there.
Let's see what I can do.
Yeah. Ryan must have fallen asleep.
All
right. My second to last match on night one. Got to give the ladies some love. One of Leo's all-time favorites, Charlotte Flair. Going against one of Leo's current favorites. And for once, I'm not even kidding. You actually like this woman a lot. The Megasis, Megan Bain.
So you're missing out like a mass amount of really good women off your card.
Yeah.
Putting Megan Bain on instead.
We had to put our truth on. Well, I like Megan Bain a lot too, and also
tall. I like Megan Bain.
It's story writes itself. Tall woman.
As long as Megan goes over.
No, Charlotte has to go over.
You're joking, aren't
you? Charlotte has to go over. You got to push the younger stars. Charlotte, Goldberg, Copeland.
I have posted the link. I don't know if it's actually sent as a link.
So Ryan commented again saying, "Where are the new subs?" Okay.
Why don't you post my link?
Yeah, that's what I think he's.
Oh wait, I did it in the live chat. I think that's why.
Yeah, you definitely didn't because I don't see it on here.
No, I posted it in the live chat. I should have posted it not in the live chat.
Yeah, because I don't see anything. Yeah, post it in the comment section on the live.
That's what I did. It's in the live chat. It's just not in the comment section. I can't get to the comment section as in like properly.
That's weird. Yeah, because I don't see it on my end either.
No.
Yeah. Well, the wrestling
We'll sort it.
retrospective. Yeah, if you type it in, it will come up. So,
Hopefully.
well, hey, I did do some research on you the other day, and it did come up. So there's that. All right. So I believe your
Yes, it is me next.
second to last match.
Second to last. And I am going to
both.
stay on the subject of women
All
and
right.
go incredibly safe. Ridiculously safe.
Okay, so Nia Jax versus
It could not be more safe if I tried.
Kairi
ever.
Sane versus. Yeah, no, go for it.
In a last woman standing match,
Yeah.
I have Mercedes Moné
Oh god.
versus Bailey. Because
Okay.
of course you put it on the card. It's been a while since we've had.
Hey, finally did it! Go subscribe to Leo. The comment is right there. That's his link. Get him to what'd you say? 800 you're almost at?
I'm almost at 800. Want to get to 1,000 by SummerSlam.
And that's about another, let's just say, month and a half. Let's get him there.
Pretty much.
In the next 45 days. Yeah, it's pretty much a month and a half. I mean, round up, whatever. Yeah. So, okay, Mercedes Moné. I've seen that somewhere before, but it was Sasha Banks versus Bailey. So,
takeover respect. What a match.
Two totally different people with, what is it, 5 less belts?
6 belts, I believe she has now.
She has 6 now? And she's going to have 7 come next month.
Yeah, so she has TBS. Is it TBS? Then the one she won last night, the CMLL. She has the two British belts, the Owen Hart Foundation tournament belt.
Okay.
And the one that she won in Austria. So yeah. I genuinely hope that Tony's aware that she has to lose these at some point.
I don't think he is.
Yeah. So it's just going to be one massive downward spiral.
Yep.
You know when
lose.
When Eddie lost his.
Yeah.
But he lost them all in like a week.
Yep. Rob Van Dam.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's for different reasons.
Yeah, he got in trouble for stuff that is okay today, but you know.
Well, yes,
all right.
So
my main event for night 2, and I heard this person's name already. So this clinches that we will have none of the same matches on our cards.
Which is good content for you, the people.
I like it. Unless you have this person pulling double duty. But
which I don't.
I have Mr. Superman himself.
Fair.
The Mount Rushmore of WWE 4 times. Going against Samoa Joe.
In the main event. Interesting.
Yep. I don't know. That never happened in WWE, right? That match?
No.
So, I mean, maybe
it's the first time ever match.
Back in the day, maybe?
No way. Not with Joe in like TNA and Ring of Honor.
Well, wasn't Joe in...
It was in WWE, but that's when Cena started going part-time.
Yeah, but wasn't like 2003, wasn't Joe technically in WWE or like affiliate of WWE?
Maybe, but not like...
That's what I'm saying. Maybe the match is technically what happened, but like...
I don't think it had. I think I looked it up, and I don't think it's...
Not to the star power of what they are now, you know?
No.
All right. Yeah. I thought it would be a solid match. We haven't seen it before, or we haven't seen it in a while. And
Joe would kill Cena now. It'd have to be prime Cena.
Yeah, no. Joe would have to be very, very careful with John Cena. Modern day John Cena.
Yeah, absolutely. But my main event of night 2 is probably the most, arguably the most main event worthy match on my card, I would say. I have Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus your tribal chief, my tribal chief, everybody's tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Sorry.
Just
Yeah,
okay, 0.
yeah. I could definitely see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just money, isn't it? It's
yeah.
print
No,
money.
there's really
It
nothing.
just
The
does.
promos would be great.
Yep.
MJF probably
Everything
calling
about
him
it, it'd be a
Aquaman. Yeah,
spectacle. Yeah.
yeah. MJF probably calling him Timu Aquaman. Oh
Yep.
boy, Ryan or Leo. Ryan has a question for you.
It's so stupid.
He needs to get off that train or whatever that is called. But yeah,
Yep.
our card for
The I train.
for the WWE AEW pay-per-view. Now, I
Yep.
really am half tempted in the future to do a card of people we just hate.
You can do if you want.
Yeah, that's
I actually
fun.
feel like it'd be a harder card to put together, actually.
Oh, it would, but like Cody Rhodes versus John Moxley in my main event, like, what am I doing here? Like, who else do I not really care for?
I'd have Charlotte versus.
Oh, we love Charlotte around these parts.
I don't know. I can't think of any like AEW women that I hate.
Harley Cameron.
Everyone loves Holly Cameron.
That's true. For reasons.
Oh, I've got it. I would do Charlotte versus Thunder.
You don't like Thunder Rosa?
I hate Thunder Rosa.
Why?
You can tell she's just an asshole in real life.
I've met her and she was fun.
Then she's lying.
Listen, the experience I had with her.
She will. I just don't think because they'll just sandbag each other the whole time. Neither of them are getting off the mat.
Both will refuse to put the other one over.
Yeah, over. Exactly.
I like what she said the other day. She's like, do I got to start showing to get on TV? Or I don't mind Thunder Rosa. I feel like there's some
She did a interview years ago with Cultaholic that I watch on YouTube, which is like one of the things she wants her to be when like one. I don't know. It's like one of the things she esteems to be is a MILF. I was like, what do you mean?
She's there. She has a kid.
But it's just like one of the things. It's just weird.
Have you seen what her kid looks like?
No. I do not care for her in any which way.
It's literally Sammy Guevara, younger version.
Ugh.
Like I used to watch.
Sammy Guevara, get on my hater card.
Yeah, like I think I used to watch Sammy's vlogs, and Thunder Rosa was always part of it. And Thunder Rosa's son was in the one episode. Thunder Rosa was like, "Yeah, this is Sammy's son," because they legitimately look so much alike. It's like, Ryan's going with random emojis now. This is not good. I feel like he's tired. He's checking out.
Well, said something he doesn't like.
Yeah, true. See, I don't mind Sammy Guevara. I think. I feel
like. Do you know what started my hatred for Sammy Guevara? The feud with Scorpio Sky.
Oh. Wait, what happened there? Oh, when he was making out with Tay all the time.
No, it was just like let Scorpio have the title. Why are we fucking trading it around and shit?
Well, didn't they trade it back and forth a few times?
Yeah, so they traded it back and forth. Then they had the whole feud with American Top Team, which was weird.
Oh yeah, Dan Lambert. I forgot about that.
And then Paige Van Zandt came into because they tried to get their own Ronda Rousey and it didn't work.
Paige Van Zandt came into AEW and then you blinked and she was gone. Never seen again.
Do you know why I remember that? Because I've been watching Duel on Within 22 for a video, and that's what one of the matches is.
Is she still on the roster, like on the website?
No.
Okay.
She does that slapping competitions now.
Oh, bare knuckle boxing, or she does power slap.
There's power slaps, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I guess make the money, girl. Even though wrestling is probably safer, but yeah, Ryan said Sammy Guevara versus Goldberg. Actually, that would probably be one of Goldberg's better matches because Sammy could actually sell for him.
Yeah, it was like the Ziggler match.
Yeah, and to get like Sammy could give himself a jackhammer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't worry about concussing a 50-year-old guy.
Yeah, Sammy would still get concussed somehow, but oh yeah, that's true. Sammy is known to concuss people. He can't concuss Goldberg. We can't have that. Yeah. I still remember the fight he had with Andrade backstage.
Yeah, backstage. Yeah.
Like they tried to calm it down. They're like, Andrade, you good? Yeah, I'm good. He waited for him in the parking lot. Like, I don't think you're good. What? Why did they fight again? I can't remember.
It was just that time in AEW where everyone was fighting backstage.
Yeah, everyone was just like, all right. Who else?
And then AEW did the whole show where they were like, yeah, we're going to let you go backstage. And we're like, are you sure about that? Because we've heard things.
Yeah. Well, and what was it? I remember Punk and Rusev had like not a backstage segment, but they were backstage together.
No.
And Punk said something, and Rusev's like, "Oh yeah, you want to go?" And Punk just started laughing, and Rusev then started laughing because it's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Goldberg gets gassed walking down to the ring. Yeah, well.
Well, that's because he headbutts the door before he even leaves and gives himself a concussion.
60. He's 60. Or close enough. Close to darn enough if he isn't. Listen, he's going to go out as world champion. And, we will all be happy for him in about a month's time when Saturday night's main event comes around. Or according to Bill Goldberg, Saturday night main event, and Leo's gone. There he is.
You've got your internet. The whole stream went down.
No.
Oh, yes, it did.
No. But yes, hopefully Goldberg wins the belt. We need that. Leo, you got anything coming up you want to plug or promote?
What haven't I got coming up? I do videos every other day, so just plenty of stuff. Obviously, coverage of Night of Champions is coming up next week. We're doing predictions and a review for that.
Wow.
Yes, I'm missing Uncut, by the way.
I think I am too. So.
And then I've got best matches of every NXT PLE from 2021 to 2024, as well as all the coverage on All In, Saturday's main event. Slammiversary is coming up. There's Evolution, Great American Bash. Week is going to be insane.
Yeah, and I might not watch any of it.
I'm watching All In over everything else.
Well, I'm missing Evolution. That's for sure, 100%. I might be missing the Bash too. Leo, what happened?
What is going on?
Your screen went black.
Yeah, so did yours on mine.
Oh, well, your screen went black on my end. So, Battle of the 60-year-old Brad Pitt. I don't think Brad Pitt can kick Goldberg's butt. Listen, you could say what you want about Goldberg. For a 60-year-old man, he's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Like, the cardio might be an issue, but just looks-wise, he looks very good.
I mean, cardio is not really an issue when your longest match ever was 11 minutes.
Is that really true? That was his longest match? Uh-oh.
The stream is having absolutely none of it.
Oh, Leo, you were frozen, and you were literally like this. You were like... I wish I could have screenshotted that. That would have been funny. All right. New comments. Leo, give us your best American accent from Ryan.
Why? I don't want it.
He just asked for it. I don't.
Because Ryan asked for it. No.
You're a man of the people, so no. Ryan said, I see y'all fine. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and you, but maybe we should get out of here before this stuff explodes.
Yeah, so it feels like this is going on the bad way.
That's fine. Whatever. I've done worse. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Bobby's Breakdowns and the Wrestling Retrospective. Yes, he has plenty more.
The link is somewhere.
Yeah, the link's. I don't know. I tried. I really. The effort was made. You could see it because I usually do that, but I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. But everybody. Anyway, thank you for all joining us. Until next time, I am Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, joined by Leo from the Wrestling Retrospective, and we will see you guys next time. Later. Bye-bye.
Bye.